You know I like that guitar, right? Yeah. Who am I? Child of God, first, second husband. Check the wedding band. Yeah, that's him. To these men. Read the Father's word and look at illuminated pavement. You wanna know where Chris went? Follow the path that presents. Makes sense to a saint. Sinner, all gibberish. Don't get it like 5K fed from 5 loaves and 2 fish. I come at him like a kid, humbly and meek, which is quite a feat. When the old me wants to be freed, I'm weak. To God I plead, and He empowers me. I'm set free in His strength. Old me in captivity. All of Him, none of me. It's Jesus who I look to, and His words is true. Oh, praying what I should do. What I got is just a clue, while His knowledge absolute. Omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, He's that dude. My kin through faith in the family proclaim loud. You see me in the streets. Whose kid is that? God's child.
I'm a child of God. I'm a child. Born again, Holy Spirit inside. I'm a child of God. I'm a child. Christ my King on my daddy's side. I'm a child of God. I'm a child. Born again, Holy Spirit inside. I'm a child of God. I'm a child. Christ my King on my daddy's side.
Like the sands of the hourglass, they move so. It seems that time moves slow until it's your time to go. But do you know? Do you know? Tell me, do you know where you're gonna go? No wondering, heaven's got no ghetto. Not bratty, but a spoiled kid. My daddy got a mansion, not out, but a room in. Being prepared by Him, by who? Jesus. John 1:4-2-3. Promise that to me, accept Him, and you got a room too. Absolutely. Astutely read the Bible, and you will see it's true. Confirmed by archaeologists who digs, reveal it's true. Old, middle age, young, it don't matter. If you want to be His disciple, you gotta come as a ladder. My righteousness all tattered, Christ pure as snow, but He's working. My darkness is gray now. Consider it grow. Reading to be yoked.
Test 1 2.
Young like I juiced the beach and rest on my fist.
Shout out to my man Chris Purnell, Chris the Graybeard. New music, Child of God, on YouTube Music. Check him out. That's my guy. AEC Sports Live tonight is relocated to my son's room. Got a lot going on in the house tonight, so I found a safe place to broadcast that wasn't mosquito laden like the garage, my other studio. 15,000 mosquitoes in there was eating us up as we were watching the big screen in the garage. Wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna be a good look. So we made the decision to do it this way. Let me see, what should I do? Yeah, here we go. In my son's room, let me rotate my microphone to the other side because I'm a left-handed broadcaster. I like my microphone to be on the left side, so I got to make sure that's the same. I got to get that right. Move his iPad out the way. This boy got so much junk on his desk for sure. All right, here we go. That's it. Tonight's show still brought to us by All In CDO Training and the future of commercial driving. If you are interested in taking your career in a whole new direction, Class A license, endorsements are available to you. Open up a whole new lane for yourself. All In CDO Training, 909-708-4861 or allincdotraining.com. Check them out. Tonight's show, it looks like we have a little problem broadcasting to the AC Sports Live Facebook page, but if you're on my Anthony Cobbs page, same thing. Let me go ahead and share it. I would appreciate you guys. The Queen Elaine is here. Hey there. James Mack is in here. Aswad is in here. OG North Long Beach in the house. Share the show. I really would appreciate it. Shout out to Lonnie Grimm and his Clippers, his new G League team. He's very proud of his new G League team. The Clippers, without PG-13, He wants to bet me $2. I said $2. The Clippers will be a play-in team. He wants to be the Clippers. To say the Clippers are going to be a 4th place team. I said okay. Bet. Let's get it in. James Mack said go Clippers. I think the Clippers and the Lakers will be a play-in team. NBA, man. PG-13 comes to Philly. Yes, sir. I don't even like Paul George like that. But I know he doesn't mind being a 3rd option. So we got Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, and we have PG-13, got rid of Tobias. We'll talk about that. LeBron James, hey, man, you the man. You are the man. It's your world. We just a squirrel trying to get a nut. My WNBA experience. I went to the game last week in Phoenix and saw the Mercury play the Sparks. I'll talk about my experience there. AR5 is balling. Let's see what the peopleization say about that. The Olympics, the trials are over for track and field. We saw some records broken. We saw some incredible times. I'm not sure if my skepticism from last week carried over, but you're still seeing world records broken. Something to that. My tragic Jawns. I saw some stuff on my phone, man, and I have to share it with you. Just tragic. USA football, American football, getting smashed worldwide. My main man, Jared McCain, brand new Philadelphia 76er, already doing this TikTok mess, man. I got a new James Harden video for you. We've watched James Harden act a straight fool in the game, but I got a new video for you. And the former partner in the process, Ben Simmons, is at it again. Summertime, wishful thinking. And I saw a documentary of my main man, Chris Rubio. He says it's Showtime all the time. He has a full-length documentary that they created 10 years ago, and I'm just now seeing it. And it almost brought me to tears. So heartfelt, so meaningful, man. This is AC Sports Live. I'm AC. You're the peopleization. I appreciate you. Let's get it in.
He be reigning king forever, resurrected after death. All praise to God, brother, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, all praise to the one.
Yes, sir.
All right. So PG-13. Welcome to Philadelphia, my friend. Now, we get PG-13 to Philly. And by the way, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. It is Bobby Bonilla Day every July 1st. So yesterday, Bobby Bonilla got his 1.2 million again. He's going to get this money until 2035. Bobby Bo is 61 years old. So he has 11 more years to receive this check till he's good and 70, at least 70. You know how much junk I would talk if I was getting 1.2 every July? I would talk so much junk the last week of June. I would be talking mad junk. I'm about to get paid, man. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm Bobby Bonilla. And there are a few other lifetime contracts out there. I mean, AI has a $800,000 contract with Reebok. I think lifetime. Not sure how long that is, but it's long enough. Long enough. And shout out to his agent for negotiating that. So he would never be without, man. That's why I said Compton native school on the north. Hey, CPT in the house. Compton and Long Beach together. Now you know you're in trouble. I roll with Compton. I mess with Compton. I was a teacher in Compton at Compton High. Guitar babes. For sure. Sherwin in the house. What's good? Lakers ain't even making the play-in. That's tough, man. We're going to talk about the Lakers in a minute. Spurs Nation. Spurs got CP3 to play with Wemby. You'll see how that goes. Knicks and the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Villanova Knicks or the New York Wildcats. I like their squad, man. Those are my favorite dudes in the NBA. That Villanova squad was tough. And they beat my Sixers this year. But I think if Embiid is not hurt, it's an easy win. I think the Sixers were the only team that could beat the Celtics this year. But Embiid is always hurt. So PG-13 might help because he had to be the kickstand for Kawhi Leonard when he was hurt. Best move he could have made. So now he gets to play for a coach in Popovich. We'll see how that goes. And Queen said, getting paid. Talking about Bobby Bo, getting paid. Man, that is an awesome contract, man. What can PG do for you? PG can be a calming force in a sorry team. And Wembanyama is a freakish athlete who should have won not only Rookie of the Year, but Defensive Player of the Year. After I saw what Rudy Gobert went through, getting ran through, all through his chest. So I said, get your money, Bobby. Bobby Bonilla, bro. He need to have a street named after him, a holiday. July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day, worldwide. Get your money, man. Mac in here, Stat Mac. Jimmy Mac's in here. Rodney Saucier, boy, your name is dirt around here. If you spoiled the Shy episode, ooh, people are mad in this house. There are people mad. I think Aprilla Jenkins is mad. Ooh, you gonna might get slapped when you see somebody in person, Rodney Sauce. You shouldn't have said nothing on Facebook because they didn't get a chance to see it yet. I don't even watch The Shy and I'm mad. You got to put spoiler alert on your post, man, with the red light saying if you watch The Shy or if you watch BMF or if you late and you watching The Wire, you can't report about no binge watch, man. You can't report anything about Game of Thrones or House of Dragon or Snowfall. You can't report that stuff, man. You gotta say, hey, have y'all seen the last episode before you come out and say someone got killed? You can't do that, Rodney Sauce. You're making enemies, man. People are mad. People are mad, upset. The Knicks play hard. They'll always give the chance. Hashtag Knicks. If the dudes can stay healthy under that coaching staff, I mean, Josh Hart played 48 minutes a night. Thibodeau don't play, man. He figured Jalen Brunson don't even jump and he got hurt. That's how much they run. And don't come out the game. 10 of Love 2.0 is several. Joel Embiid's on the list. Kristaps Porzingis is on the list. We got some 10 of Love. Kawhi Leonard might surpass Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis played, 70 games this year? Kawhi ain't played a full season in 10 years. I don't think Kawhi's ever played a full season. Rudy. Rudy is trash. Lonnie Graham, the judge, the myth, the legend, Celtics and Clippers fan. The only man I know who can have 2 NBA teams and we still rock with him. DJ, extraordinaire, father, husband, all those good things. Wave master. He was tripping last year though. He had his flat top back. I was like, man, get your waves back, man. Come back to the party. Come back to the dark side. Richie, what's up, my brother? Love the family pick. You know what's up, man. Everything is up. By 2027, we will be league MVP or defensive player of the year. Wemby. I believe that. Yeah, Rod. Watch yourself, man. I think folks around Long Beach is after you, bro. It's not even safe out there for you no more. McMahon said, first, Rodney Sauce had beef with Moses. Now Cobb family on his head. On his head, tough. Joy in there, tell your friend Rodney when I see him. I was like, Lee, what'd he do? Kawhi nickname should be Sit Out. And he cut his hair off, man. That's why I told Lonnie Grimm it's over with. Kawhi cut his braids off, man. He has a fade and he's smiling. He got a goatee clean up. I don't know, man. I don't know. Rodney Sauce said with PG-13, Embiid will all of a sudden no longer be the MVP because he's going to get less shots. I don't think so. PG-13 is passive aggressive. He's a beta. He might just go in there and get along and play six man. You got to give the program, man. This is Nick Nurse's program finally get to implement with this type of group, whereas Tobias didn't fit. I think PG-13 will be the third quarter beast, whereas Maxey, Embiid, heavy volume shooters. PG-13 will be third option. You got Buddy Hield. We lost Batum, which is not that terrible of a thing. I liked his consistent shooting, but he's still slow motion. PG's kind of slow motion too. But the addition of Bona from UCLA, I like him. He's a hustler. He's a scrappy guy. He's a tough guy, or fake tough guy, but at least he's an enforcer, so to speak. He'll fight you. And then Jared McCain, our rook, our TikTok singing rook. I'm gonna have to fast forward to this guy. Jared McCain.
I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 lectures behind. There's this guy, let's name him Colin. He said he wants to be mine.
But it doesn't really sit with me quite right, cause he doesn't really like the things I like, and I keep accidentally locking myself out of my dorm in the middle of the night.
Jared McCain. Bruh. The zest level. The zest level is because Kelly Oubre is the known eclectic lady killer from the past who got married and had some kids. You know, we accepted him as the Dennis Rodman worm type dude, and we draft you because you're a baller. You can shoot it, you can lead, you can be the true point guard when Maxey wants to be the two. I love this pick. Now, the social media aspect of Jared McCain. Millions of followers, very popular player from Duke, from Centennial Corona out here in Cali. The kid can flat out play, big game player. But his social media presence and his need to go live and do funny style activities. This song is about a dude who likes a dude at college, and then he's just explaining why. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But my man, this is Philadelphia. Hard blue collar, hard nose, James Evans type, just rough and tough and factory workers, and you come in here, fingernails painted, lip gloss on, dancing and singing. You ain't but 15 minutes into the uniform. Come on, man. You better ball out. And I'm counting on you to ball out, Jared McCain. I don't want no funny business out of you, sir. I don't care about your lifestyle outside of everything else. But you be focused when it's time to play. I ain't messing around, man. Not playing with you, not one bit. Not one. He still has braids. They just had to pull it back. I saw him with a full-on haircut, Elaine. I don't know. Big Lon said, y'all gonna get Rick Ross talking about the claw. I kind of have an idea what you're talking about, Lon. I heard about Rick Ross and the Drake situation. I haven't got too much on it. I haven't been that much into it. I just know that Kendrick was destroying Drake, and all of a sudden, I think Rick Ross played He's Not Like Us, or They Not Like Us in Canada, or something crazy. I'm gonna have to read the story. And B when scored 80 in a game this season. 80. TikTok is his cash cow, and he gonna continue to get that money. And if you've known anything about Jared McCain, he does this. He'll pick a song, or his sponsors give him a song, and he'll just do the song over and over and over again. So this Colin dude in college who likes me, wants to be my man, like it's a very funny style song. He just playing into it, man. kind of the same thing that Jalen Green was doing for Houston. They're gonna run plays for Paul George and Maxey, and B won't get the same number of shots all season that's he's used to. It might be a blessing in disguise that we won't overuse Embiid, but the Sixers aren't the Sixers if Embiid is not scoring 30. When we didn't have Embiid in the game, we didn't have a chance versus the New York Knicks. When Embiid was in, it's a bucket. When Embiid is out, we struggling because New York plays real tough defense. They don't have anybody for Embiid. Nobody has anybody for Embiid. He's probably one of the more unstoppable forces in the NBA right now. One game and his average will go up, less doubles for PG3 on the wing. Same thing could be said for any team bringing in a superstar on the verge of maximum money. All right, so the elephant in the room, man. So I'm happy with the pickup. Before I move on from my Sixers, I believe we upgraded with Klay Thompson going to the Mavericks and his dad being pissed about that. Who upgraded the most so far? And I'm gonna say the Sixers, man, because we got rid of Tobias Harris, who did not know how to play with Maxey and Embiid. Does Dallas get better with Klay Thompson? They didn't have minutes for Tim Hardaway Jr. So I don't know. They lost Derrick Jones to the Clippers. Klay Thompson is not the defender he used to be. The Spurs got better with PG3. Oklahoma City got better with Caruso. But I don't think Oklahoma City lacked defensive prowess. So I'm gonna be a homer and say the Sixers upgrade. Because I like Buddy Hield, I like Tobias Harris, but they just were not demanding of the defensive attention as a Paul George will be. The Mavericks, can Luka and Kyrie play with Klay? It will be interesting to see. Elaine said, embedded. Not Embiid, embedded. Gotta be on the floor. I'll take that jab. I'll take that jab at my team. Difference in generation, AC. We know that wouldn't fly in 1991 and 1992. Oh, we know that. Whole different game. Autocorrect, embedded or Embiid. I thought you was cracking a joke. And we added Drummond. Who added Drummond? The Spurs or the Knicks or the Sixers? Clippers, without a doubt. The best upgrade. So Lonnie Graham had a whole roster of new Clippers, and I said they were a G League team, plus James Harden. Speaking of James Harden, I got a video for you, Lonnie Graham. I'm not sure if this was James Harden. I say it's James Hardener.
Came to my deli to get some
Excuse
food.
the
I
language.
know what I do after I'm done work. I done bumped in my man James Harden, this motherfucker. What's up with you?
What's up?
Why they do my man like that, man?
Yo, I'm with James Harden, baby, this motherfucker. I gotta get him. Hey, what you want to eat, Brody?
Philly cheese sandwich and macaroni and cheese.
Why? Why my man looking like that, man? This is how the Clippers gonna look in the play-in, man. This gonna be y'all point guard in the play-in. He said, "Give me a cheese sandwich." Oh man, come on, bro. Come on, man. And he set him up. He said, "I got my man James Harden in
I
this
done
bad
bumped in
boy."
my man James Harden, this motherfucker. What's up with you?
Look at his face, man.
What's
What's up?
Yo,
That's still
I'm
be
with James Harden, baby, this motherfucker. I gotta get him. Hey, what you want to eat, Brody?
Philly cheese sandwich and macaroni and cheese.
Why they do my man like that, man? Why? We can't do nothing. We so unserious, man. James Harden is in the stove trying to get something to eat. You trying to get a cheese sandwich, man. Come on, man. Why you do James like that, bro? Sixers got PG-13 and Drummond. Hey, I like Drummond for a backup 5. He wants to be in the Hall of Fame because he led the league in rebounding in a couple years. I don't know if that's going to happen, man, but I appreciate him. I'm a homer, man. When we get new players, I was even happy about James Harden for about 2 weeks when he came to Philadelphia. But after a while, get him up out of here, man. He don't play hard. Klay Thompson is in the perfect spot. The way Luka plays, all Thompson has to do is spot up. He's a much better shooter than Jones. Oh, yeah. Jones was a liability on offense. All he wanted to do was dunk the ball. He could catch an oop, though. He said he was clipped. James Hardener, boy. At James Hardener. He said, give me a cheese sandwich for your fam. Lonnie Graham, that's your point guard, man. That's the Clipper point guard. You fast forward, man. You fast forward in the future, man. Why that sound like him, though? That ain't how James talk, is it? That can't be, yo. Denzel Snipes in here. What up, bro? My man's James Harden is in the booth. He was doing bad, man. Holla at your boy, bro. I'm gonna holla at you, Big Denzel, for sure. Clippers will be in the Western Conference Finals, and the Celtics will repeat. That's a perfect world for Lonnie Graham, man. That's a perfect world for Graham. Not gonna happen, man. LeBron James is the man. I can't be mad. He has done something that has taken black excellence to another level, man. I can't even imagine the depth and magnitude of what has happened. Now, he might have forced the issue on JJ Redick, who has no coaching experience whatsoever. But LeBron is taking pay cuts to get players in here. They drafted a kid out of Tennessee, which is a steal. But getting your son on your team, and you can write your own ticket for how much money you want to get paid to stay with the organization that drafted your son. Yes, you orchestrated it. Yes, it's nepotism. Because Bronny James is not ready yet. But in any arena in life, references are more important than the resume. Let me repeat. References and pedigree are more important than your resume. It ain't fair. You ain't gotta like it, but you have to respect it. LeBron James' name, cachet, position in this universe allowed his team that he plays for and pretty much tells the owner what he wants. It wasn't a first round pick. It was the 55th pick of the second round, which means it was a wasted pick. It's always a wasted pick. The second round kids don't even make the team half the time. So it was a win-win. Had they took him in the first round, then it might be a little bit more backlash. But a second round pick in the NBA, you still got to make the team, man. So my hat is off to LeBron James. He said he wanted to play with his son. His son was not a one-and-done caliber player. However, with today's NIL transfer portal, it's common for young people to jump in the draft and see where they fall. And let's not excuse or dismiss the fact that Bronny balled out in the NBA workouts. He was knocking down shots. His pedigree, his DNA gives me reassurance that maybe in 10 years, when he's 29, he could full on be an NBA starter because he has the genetics, the bounce, the shooting ability. He shoots the ball better than his dad. He has a pure jump shot. Now, his younger brother might be better because he's longer. He looks hungrier. Now, I will say this. There is a little bit about this situation that makes me wonder how bad Bronny wants it. When Bronny got drafted, he's thankful. He's probably not sure how to feel about it. But his face reminded me of when he did the interview and said, I want this to happen and not be because my dad's LeBron James. Like, I want to be regarded as an NBA player and to kind of get it out the mud like everybody else. Says, sorry, Bronny Jr., this is not how this is going to work. Pops kind of has a lot to do with why you were drafted, and there's nothing wrong with that in my book. Now, how you regard it amongst your peers, how you feel about it, is going to be tough because I was always concerned about your career, Bronny's career, not necessarily the legacy of LeBron James, who has definitely got his out the mud. No father, no college, single mother, becomes one of the greatest players of all time despite the hype, because sometimes the hype can be too much. LeBron James has been a model citizen, has his own school, no smut on his name that we know of. Been with his high school sweetheart since the beginning. Savannah has been holding it down. Gave him 3 beautiful kids. His agency, making movies, signing other athletes. He's made his childhood buddies millionaires. And all he did was make a lane for himself. Shout out to Deion Sanders and LeVar Ball and the Holiday Dad and who else? Joe Jackson and Beyonce's daddy. All these people, these black dads who make a way for their kids. That's what we should all ascribe to do. Make a way, make a lane, make their lives easier. Shout out to the king. I'm sure we all got something to say about it. Let's see, let's open it up. The hip hop conversation, I have to get back with that. Queen says, you don't have to like him, but you must give him some respect. And that's all I'm saying. For those who truly were mad at the Lakers wasted a pick or took a player that didn't even play very much, where the USC's best player didn't get drafted. Nah, it ain't fair. But favor ain't fair either. But God is good. Even when I don't get what I want, he's still good. Lon said Bronny James will be the first NBA player to DMP because he's on punishment. He had 2 glasses of wine at dinner last night. You're on punishment. But Bronny James is a good kid, man. I met him when he was in high school. Very good kid. Well-spoken, soft-spoken. Doesn't want the limelight. He's not that kid. I got the MD and Chef team in here. References over resume. True, bro. I mean, the resume counts. You have to have some history, some experience at a reputable company. He went to USC, cool. He went to Sierra Canyon, cool. What are his stats? Okay, forget about that. He's LeBron James' son. Oh, okay. LeBron has done everything a professional athlete ever wanted to do. Opened doors for many players, coaches, GMs, agents, media, and now his son. Now, with all the great things he's done, he's also got some coaches fired. He's also traded away some teammates. So let's not put LeBron James on his own pedestal that he can only do right. LeBron James has made some mistakes. But in this case, he's done what was right. He made sure his son, despite the heart condition, which is also a concern, that he does not force the issue. If I have I don't know, man. When he got that heart attack, at that point in time, I rethink everything, man. I don't need this. My dad's LeBron James. I don't need this. And if I'm thinking Savannah probably was like, my baby don't need to play basketball. I don't want my baby to die on the basketball court. Well, they probably diagnosed what it was, whatever supplement he was on to give him a boost. They got off of it and he's fine. Otherwise, he wouldn't get drafted if the doctor said he couldn't play. Denzel said, but when the top is the best player in the game and it comes to his son, his resume is irrelevant. It is what it is. Yeah, well, again, how many CEOs give the company to their son or daughter? Jeannie Buss, is she equipped to lead the Lakers? Apparently not. She's not Dr. Buss at all. But she has Rob Pelinka. She had Magic Johnson. She's had advisors. You had Mitch Kupchak. You know, you had help. Jerry West for a hot second, I believe. Nepotism is in every walk of life. Is it a bad word? I think it could be used in a good context. Keeping it in the family, so to speak. And Bronny came from USC. A weak hooping school. Any ills they got on Bronny, the whole team is trash. UCLA, the better hooping school. But USC has put out some pros. The Mobley brothers, DeMar DeRozan. You guys remember Harold Miner? They've had their share of professional players come through there. And no, Bronny wasn't UCLA caliber. But LeBron James is. So he could have went to UCLA too and sat the bench and come off the bench the same way he did at USC. But again, the name outweighs the resume. Number 9 with the guaranteed contract. And number 9 is the highest selling jersey of all time. As far as speed of sale. So forget what you're talking about. Bronny James was a business move. Good for business. Is the Laker roster a championship roster? No. They still lack bully inside. They still lack a few pieces. Many Laker fans say LeBron has to go. Well, with this pick and this situation, LeBron ain't going nowhere for 2 years. So you better start buying your number 9 jerseys and be happy with what you got. That's why I said Bronny is a pro. I coached against him. If he went to a public school, he would have had average 30 easy. And there would have been no question, but LeBron put him in a program that he had to work to get on the court. Every year, only started 2 years as Sierra Canyon was loaded. So stats will never show how good, I got cut off, he is. I watched Bronny play at Sierra Canyon behind Amari Bailey. I saw Amari Bailey not take a shot as a freshman. And then sophomore year and then junior year, it's a maturation process. And Bronny is a pro. I think Bronny will become a Mario Chalmers type player. Now, LeBron James is not happy with Rachel Nichols for what she said. She said that he would be a Marcus Smart type player. So LeBron James on a Tender Love report, let's cue it up. It's time before time. LeBron James has unfollowed Rachel Nichols, his good friend, for what she said about his son not being ready or not being a star in the NBA. He might one day become a Marcus Smart type player. Marcus Smart is a baller. I don't know what the problem is. Is this cap? Did Bron really unfollow Rachel Nichols for what she said about his son? I don't know. Somebody do some research. Find out for sure. Lonnie Graham, please get on the horn and see if this is cap. LeBron, don't do it, man. Tell me it ain't so. Oh man. Or should I put on the sensitivity report? Man, the king of nepotism is Joe Jackson. We could have a whole segment about that, man. From the Berry brothers, the Jackson 5. My kid is gonna be the greatest, man. Marvis Frazier, who got knocked out by Mike Tyson. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Shane Mosley Jr. Sugar Ray Leonard Jr. All these juniors, man, supposed to take over the crown. Miss me with the nepotism. OG Neal said, nah, he ain't with it. I'm all for it. I wish I could put my son on everything that he and I are into. Rich Paul is the master of second round contract. They were punking the rest of the league that he was not going to do a two-way contract, so they didn't draft him. He masterminded that, man. Randy Shaw said there were 59 other times that the other players could have been drafted. The issue with other USC players not getting drafted has nothing to do with Bronny. Great point. The Lakers weren't going to draft those kids from USC. And the same thing happens in the NFL. They take kickers and long snappers. They draft someone for Mr. Irrelevant just because. And then there are 15 guys who come as rookie free agents and still make the team. It becomes a business decision, man. That's part of the business. Trades, firing coaches, superstars, control things. Absolutely. In today's sports world, players call the shots, man. Players get coaches fired. Who sells tickets? It's not the coach. 95% of the time, it's the players. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. What does Stephen Jones know about football? What does Jerry Jones know about football? Dak Prescott? Jordan Kareem's sons didn't make the league. Why? Wasn't good enough. Bronny's a pro. Good take. Jeffrey Jordan wasn't good enough. He played at Illinois. I didn't even know Kareem had a kid that played basketball. Bronny is used to the at-home daddy. Now let's see what happens when he sees on the road daddy. Oh boy, here we go. Isn't that a scene from Love and Basketball? When Q found out his daddy was on the road messing around on moms. I don't think LeBron James is going to allow anything to infiltrate his airtight name. I think it's going to be on the up and up. And Bronny got more groupies than LeBron. Bronny James ain't going to have time to watch his dad. Bronny James is going to be very busy on the road. I don't even know if Bron is 100% care about winning another title. His last checkbox is playing with his son. He's a 4-time champion, all-time leading scorer. This is the last thing on his list. Man, don't let the Laker Nation hear you say that. The Lakers won a championship. Ain't gonna happen if they don't bring in Dwight Howard and a big fella from NC State. They need some mean dudes in there, man. If that's LeBron James' last bucket list checkbox, then it's over with. It's over with. New segment for LeBron called Sensitivity, or called Petty. The Petty Corner. Guaranteed contract guarantees the development period with the team. Does that mean two-way, G League, or what? We shall see. I still applaud him, man. I still applaud it. He made a lane for his son, and it wasn't even necessarily deserved in a lot of people's estimation. But a lot of people, look at how many bust. How many bad. Look at our Sixers. We draft Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons. Speaking of Ben Simmons, new footage. Ben Simmons is ready to hoop this year, y'all. This is the year. This is it. Ben Simmons is back at the Rico Hines pickup game at UCLA. This is Ben Simmons from LSU, man. Do y'all buy it? That's traveling. If I'm playing, that's a walk. I always wait to see his jumper in these videos. We always knew he could be a playmaker. We always knew he was fluid to the cup. Not one jump shot yet. I think we get one jump shot. You got to pull this. It's still broke, man. It's not fluid. Shout out to my man, Rico Hines. Go Bruins. Ben Simmons does this to us every year. He's unstable. He lacks confidence in his jump shot. What's the difference between picking up Ben Simmons or Bronny James? The percentage that your draft pick will be a starter, let alone all-star. It's a shot in the dark, man. It's a luck. It's a probability. It's a guess. You got your Kwame Browns, who are picked overall on potential. A second-round pick, I don't think we should lose any sleep over, man. So once again, shout out to LeBron James for making that happen for his son. That's why I said LeBron trying to get a ring with his son. That's the last check on it. To get a ring with his son or to play with his son. I heard him say play with his son. Get a ring with his son. You can get a in-season tournament. They get rings for that. They got a banner for that. Bron trying to get a ring. We'll see, man. I don't think the roster is good enough. Denzel said, and this was a topic on Sideline Sports. Shout out to Sideline Sports. Does Rich Paul run pro basketball? He just runs LeBron's brand. I don't think he runs pro basketball. He has the client list that say he has a lot of say in it. Is he Jason Tatum's agent too? Because he just got paid. The Celtics just got paid as a team. That whole team is going to be back for 2 more years. Rich Paul and LeBron James run the Los Angeles Lakers, most definitely. I don't know if they have enough clients to say they run the NBA. Then he disappears during the season. He's about Ben Simmons? Absolutely. Ben is a forward, not a guard. You can't tell Ben Simmons he's not a point guard. He's not a forward because he's not tough enough. So let's play point guard so it looks like I'm tough. And I can play some defense. Remember when we used to think Ben Simmons was a great defender? Remember that? I played with Ben Simmons on NBA 2K. He was a monster on there. Ben hits jumpers over the summer, just not during the season. That's crazy, man. I would trust a stormtrooper shooting before Ben Simmons. Stall him out, man. All right, man. I went to the WNBA game last week. It's my wife and I's 26th year anniversary. We took a road trip to Arizona. I snuck away to see the WNBA game while she went out with her girlfriends to the spa. The environment at the Mercury game is electric, man. It was packed. They had a bunch of activities. They had good victuals to eat. They had a crazy halftime show. I actually have a clip. The halftime show, they had acrobats I mean, I was thoroughly entertained, man. I ain't been to a WNBA game since the Sparks. We had tickets to the Sparks game, and I worked at a group home. And we went to the Sparks game all the time, and it was like empty. This right here, I actually really enjoyed myself, man. It was, again, the Mercury have star power. Diana Taurasi and, you know, Brittany Griner and Natasha Cloud. The Sparks hung in there a little bit. They played tough. I actually texted Jimmy Mack as he's watching it from home. I was watching it from the stands. And I'm like, what's wrong with the Sparks? How come they can't sustain this over the course of a game? First half, they were in there. They were doing really well. They were balling. Derrica Hamby had 30 points. So I'm like, where'd this come from? So I had a good time. They had Wetzel pretzels. So you know I had a Wetzel pretzel and some cinnamon bites. Had a great time at the game, man. And guess what I didn't see? I didn't see not one Caitlin Clark jersey. But I heard she brought everyone to the game. She's brought excitement and she's brought a new eyeball to the game. But those of us who always watched it from afar or always watched it close up, we knew the product was good. I never saw it at the Arizona, the Phoenix environment. Was pretty electric, man. Shout out to Angel Reese and all her double-doubles. If she doesn't win Rookie of the Year and they give it to Caitlin Clark, should we be mad? We've already seen the uproar for Caitlin Clark being left off the Olympic team. But we know the things that Angel Reese is doing are nothing short of remarkable for a rookie in the paint in the WNBA. She can't avoid contact. Now, the manner in which she scores, sometimes not the prettiest. She doesn't have the game of A'ja Wilson. She doesn't have the footwork of A'ja Wilson, the jump shot of A'ja Wilson. But a double-double, was it 12 times, 12 in a row? I might have to get myself a Sky 5 jersey. Shout out to Angel Reese. Ronnie Saw said marketing has always been the issue with the women's basketball. Yeah, and location, star power still. Again, Diana Taurasi's old as dirt, where she was knocking down threes. Brittany Griner, which was also kind of odd, where you have a very Republican Arizona who was saying, you know, Brittany Griner should stay in prison. She's not a real American. She's not a proud American. Let her rot in prison. They were cheering for her at the game. Out there looking like Ben Simmons. She was hooping. Had a double-double. WNBA should play before the NBA games to bring the fans in like a high school JV game. I think they don't need that now. Only certain locations and certain teams need that. With the popularity of the WNBA right now, thanks to the one and done in NBA, they got a good product. Keep pumping up their stars and they'll continue to grow the game. WNBA games are nice and you can sit pretty close for a reasonable amount. My ticket was like $20. I was like 20 rows up at the Mercury game, so that's pretty good. Also, the owners of the NBA team should own a WNBA team. I don't know if they like to lose money like that. When the money is in, I think the NBA owners will get in. Right now, the money is still being earned and learned, and they're not going to do that. A trophy has been at Clark's house since the draft. She already got the WNBA Rookie of the Year. It's Angel Reese's trophy to win and take away from her. The WNBA All-Stars versus the Olympic team for the All-Star game. The WNBA All-Stars will destroy. Well, let's see. Who's on the Olympic team? I take that back. The Olympic team will destroy the WNBA All-Stars. Because Asia Wilson is the one. She's the one. For me. Down to their last strike, the Dodgers back-to-back batters tied it and won it in the ninth. Hey, let's go. Go Doyers. Appreciate that update. Dodgers still in first place. Long season. Getting there, though. Thank you, Freeman, on my fantasy baseball. He had Freddie Freeman. Isn't Freddie Freeman a black name? I always tripped off of Freddie Freeman's name, man. That's a bruh name. That's a black dude's name. Freddie Freeman. What's up, bro? Hey, man, ain't nothing going on, man. Diana Taurasi is 42 years old. 42 years old. I said, Dr. King. I punched him in the chest. I thought you were somebody else. Said Joe Lewis sat in his chair. I said, Joe, you know Dr. King, how old? He said, 147 years old. I said, I messed that whole story up. Frank Sinatra sat in his chair, and I said, Frank, you know Joe Lewis. How old is Joe Lewis? How old is Diana Taurasi? She's 42. She's 62 years old. Awards are in the hands of people who only watch the people they are interested in. Exactly why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander didn't win the MVP last season. It's subjective. So Caitlin will win. But we know better. Let's start a petition, man. Only gym is packed is a Fever Games. I don't know, man. That Mercury game was packed. It wasn't sold out, but it was packed. There was enough people everywhere. So there is some truth. There is some truth that Caitlin Clark is bringing people to the game. But you need other girls to make the game grow, because Caitlin Clark can't play everywhere every night. That's what we're saying, man. That's what we're saying. Let's move along, man. Time is of the essence. My show is pretty much almost over, but I still got some topics. The Olympics is gonna be something, man. The Jamaicans are at it again. I don't know what's in the water. I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, Keishane Thompson out here running 9.77. They got two dudes running 9.7 in Jamaica. It's the Yams, man. It's the Yams. USA is not going to have an easy walk. Now, who will have an easy walk? Sydney McLaughlin. I mean, good Lord. And I hear she's not going to do the open 400 now. She's going to stick to the hurdles. She's a machine, man. She is unbeatable at this point. Who is beatable? USA football. 20U. Losing to Japan and Austria. Who is on this team? That was my question. Who is on the USA football team? We should be, this is our sport. It's not basketball. 20U means the best college football players in America. Who was on this team? So I had to look it up. And the roster, I see only like one player from California. Anthony Luna is a quarterback. He's 19 from Pico Rivera. And I looked up Alium Appler, quarterback from North Palm Beach, Florida. No stars. One offer to Bowling Green. I looked up defensive back Bryce Williams, 17 years old, from Telford, Pennsylvania. No stars. Who's playing and who picked this team? Of course they're getting beat. I'm sure they're playing against grown men. Why didn't USA send the best 20-year-olds. We got the money to do NIL. If you pay the guys, they'll play. We can't be losing in our own sport, man. I played overseas. They're trash in football. For the most part, them guys, they look the part, and then as soon as it's time to start playing, they can't play. It's like a country trying to play soccer versus Argentina. You can't play versus us, man. So you get 50, 20-year-olds that can play. Not that these kids can't play. All these kids are D1 players, lower level D1 players that you never heard of. We need a guy like Zach Branch on the team. Throw my son on the team. He's 19. Alexander Cobbs. Put him on the team. Nobody out there looks like him. Put Zion Branch out there as safety. 6'3", 210. Come on, man. Who we got playing for America? Them dudes ain't representing us. You keep taking L's, man. Tragic Jawns, man. I already talked about Jared McCain. We already saw James Harden's twin. We've already seen Ben Simmons not shoot the ball in the regular season. We see him shooting it in the summertime. What else I got on this list? Adrian Broner. The caption says, when my man got knocked out, tooth knocked out, hospitalized, and humiliated, but we got paid. We. And I'ma stick beside him. She said we. That is the most Adrian Broner. That's the most Adrian Broner thing I've seen all week. You got beat up, tooth knocked out, got paid, and your woman posts that we got paid. Your girlfriend. Not your wife. Your girlfriend. Come on, man. You a simp. You a simp. Shout out to Terrell Owens, man. Still running good routes. T.O. and I are the same age. He is a freak athlete. No doubt about it. I hope he's not trying to play. Because if I fall down playing pickup basketball, let alone getting tackled, game over, man. I am not trying to fall the rest of my life. If I fall, it's a wrap. So playing football is the last thing on my list. All power and praise and luck and Godspeed to Terrell Owens if he's trying to play. I can't imagine getting hit today. Not the kid. Not gonna happen. All right, man. My main man, Chris Rubio of the Rubio Method. My former teammate at UCLA. Known him for 35 years. Did not know he has a full-length documentary about himself. He didn't create it. He didn't produce it. It's just on him. On YouTube. Rubio. When 15 yards is everything. Does it say lies everything? I can't see it. Lives 15 yards from the snap to the kicker. He's a long snapper coach, long snapping coach. Nationwide, worldwide, best long snapping coach there is. And his story is in this movie. And the heart of the man got me a little choked up mid-doc as he told stories about growing up, sticking up for the little guy. So, YouTube, Rubio. Chris Rubio's documentary, pretty good. I got Gray Beard in here. Every time I see an old dude playing sports, my Achilles starts hurting. And you just recovered from an Achilles. I see people running. I saw a video of a granny running. I saw this video of grandma running. And nothing good can happen. Nothing good. And they're gonna make her finish the race. Y'all knew she ain't ran in 50 years. She's hurt. No, don't do it. Your time has passed. We can't do it no more. That's why I said the globalization is why he didn't win European players winning, bringing more money. Yeah. Aquil, OG, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that anniversary shout out, man. Trying to get like you, OG. Treat your wife like the queen she is, and you will see 26, 27, 30 years, 50 years. I told you I'm one and done. It's me and my wife to the end. I'm her ball and chain. You dig? The queen said the Aces moved their games to the T-Mobile Center versus the Fever because Caitlin Clark brings more butts to the seats. I could say that. She brings more butts. A bunch of no stars are on that team. A bunch of them. I was like, why would we send a bunch of kids that's trying to, come on, man. And that's to globalize football. So we can go there and get our head whooped. We got to show who's boss, man. If you don't give them a chance, they won't play against us. We still got to win some games. You can't go down there and get mopped by everybody. And I have some video. I think I have some video of some action, man. Team USA. Do I have that queued up? I might not have brought it in. Japan beats Team USA. Yeah. I mean, we fumbling the ball in the end zone. Come on, man. It looked like Bishop Sycamore out there, man. Dude's getting burnt. I mean, they picking off passes. They sitting on routes. They getting head topped. That's not a good representation, man. I'm sorry, man. We got to put out a better product. 5 NFL teams having training camp in SoCal. Saints, Raiders, Cowboys, Rams, Chargers. Go check out your favorite team. Coming to a stadium near you. Body stop functioning and ask you what you doing. I told Nisha till death in our marriage. Yeah, it's a wrap. All right, man. That's my show. Shout out to Gray Beard. We're going to end off. Child of God. New music from Chris Purnell. He's a child of God. Let me move myself out the way. Matter of fact, let me get off the screen. He's angry. He's rapping angry. YouTube music. Check him out. My main man. He's a good dude. Man of God. Husband. Father. Filmmaker. That's my guy. CP3 is what I call him. Now that little kid in the yellow shirt, he looks like he's up to no good. He looks like he's up to no good. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time on the AC Sports Live Show. Peace and blessings. I wonder if The Ride with Chevy and Nasty's on YouTube. I'm going to flip over and check it out. Give me a bowl of sketty. And I'm going to have a blessed evening, as you should too. Thursday night, 1585 show. Mac and I will get back on the grind. Last week I was gone on my anniversary dinner with my wife. Shout out to Mac and Felice. They had their anniversary last week as well. The Collective Podcast, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Time is Now podcast on Apple Music, Spotify. Sideline Sports, Rubio Method, Decades. All these shows are available on Facebook and YouTube. Check them out. We appreciate you guys. Till next time, I'm out. Peace out. Out.
Accept them and you got a room too. Absolutely. Astutely read the Bible and you will see it's true. Confirmed by archaeologists who digs reveal it's true. Old, middle age, young, it don't matter. If you want to be a disciple, you gotta come as a ladder. More righteous is all tattered.